Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Mikki. Today I thought it would be fun to go through what I'm going to be kind of registering for and the items that I have decided that I'm gonna need for my baby. The day that you're seeing this, I am 22 weeks pregnant with my very first baby. I'm having a baby boy. It can be so overwhelming, all of the different baby stuff. There's so many different products. I wanted to split this video up into kind of like 3 sections. So I'm gonna start off with my like minimalist, absolute baby must-haves. And then there's a couple of items that I'm going to be adding just because of our living situation, just things that are kind of more specific to our lifestyle that I think will be really helpful. And then the third part is just going to be extra luxuries, wants, not needs. I will link my baby registry down below if you guys want to check it out. Then you totally can. Before we go into the details, don't forget guys to give the video a big thumbs up, press the subscribe down below, and let's get into it. Okay, so we are gonna start off with the absolute essentials. If you are trying to be super minimalist and only get the essentials, if you're on a budget, this is what I think that you need. I have my registry open here, so I'm just gonna kind of reference that. And the first thing on the list that I think is a must-have is swaddles. So this can be any type of swaddle that you want. If it's one of the stretch swaddles, muslin swaddles, like I am showing here, I registered for some organic cotton Velcro ones. Some kind of swaddle I do think is essential. Next on the list, I do have a diaper bag. This is the diaper bag that I registered for. It comes with a changing mat that is going to be kept in there for whenever you're changing the baby on the go. My like minimalist kind of disclaimer about the diaper bags though is I did register for a diaper bag, specific diaper bag. The front has insulated pockets for if you're storing milk, but you do not need a diaper bag specific bag. By all means, you can use a backpack, a tote, whatever it is that you want, something that you already have even. You don't have to get a diaper bag specifically, but this is the one that I did choose to register for. You are gonna need a diaper bag to carry stuff around if you are planning on going in public with your baby. So the next thing that I put on here that is, I think for sure an essential regardless, is the Haka, and I picked this one with the lid. So the Haka is like a manual breast pump and it can be used to catch letdown, but I think it also would be a great option if you are choosing where you have to formula feed. You can fill up the Haka with Epsom salt and warm water and use that to, if you get clogged ducts. I just think that it's a great option. Going along with that, I also have some disposable breast pads. Those are to help catch the leaks. I decided to go with disposable instead of reusable because that's just the kind of person I am. I'm not going to be able to keep reusable ones clean. Next up, we have a carrier. So I have the Ergo Baby, the Omni 360, so it's from newborn until toddlerhood. You know, a lot of people love to baby wear. I decided to only register for one carrier, and this is the one I went with. I didn't want to get like a wrap or a ring sling and a structured carrier because I really don't know what I'm gonna like. I don't know what the baby's gonna like. Okay, the next thing I have is these muslin burp cloths. I also have some like receiving blankets. I feel like the number of burp cloths that you need depends on if you have a baby who's prone to spitting up on reflux. You are gonna need burp cloths 100%, no matter what. Your babies are gonna spit up. So definitely get some burp cloths, but I would get like a smaller pack. This is a 6-pack, and then just kind of go from there and get more if you need more. Now I have some baby furniture from IKEA. So I decided to go with this crib. It's the basic IKEA crib that everyone gets. Along with the crib, you're gonna need a crib mattress and sheets. I personally needed to get a dresser as well, but that's just because I don't have enough storage space in what's going to be the baby room. That's again kind of fits into our lifestyle, our needs. And along with that, I'm also getting the IKEA high chair, plain white IKEA high chair. So the next thing that you are going to need that I have on here is a stroller / car seat. So I decided to go with the Evenflow Pivot Expand travel system. So it is a stroller and a car seat, and this one is one that does convert to a double stroller. And the next thing is a like bassinet kind of thing to have in our bedroom for the first few months while baby is new, just to have them nice and close. I've decided to go with this, which is a nursery center. And the reason that I wanted to go with this is because, as you can kind of see, it is a bassinet, a changing station attached on top of I call them a playpen, pack and play, playpen, whatever. It has the bassinet attachment on top, which is great because you can also pick it up and move it around your house if you want to. But when you're done with the bassinet stage, it's still a fully functional item. I really like this one because it has the little compartments at the front for diapers and wipes, and the little changing station. I think it's going to be so handy. Disclaimer out on these nursery centers, not all of these have bassinet attachments that are rated for sleep. Definitely check in the manual and check online and make sure that the one that you're getting, the bassinet attachment, is rated for overnight sleep. This one is. It's got mesh all around it. It's got a firm, flat mattress, and it's going to be safe for baby to sleep in. One more thing that I wanted to put into this is kind of play gym. This one's from IKEA. It's $39. It's like the cheapest play gym of this kind that exists. This again is kind of arguably a essential, but I think it's really nice to have a little play gym to sit down your baby, keep them entertained, use it for tummy time, stuff like that. Obviously on the list as well, diapers, wipes, toiletries, things like that. I did not include those on my registry. Also, last thing, this is not on my registry because I was gifted this before I made my registry, and it's this baby safety kit. I doubt that I'll use every single thing in the safety kit, but I wanted to point out a couple of things. So there is baby nail clippers and nail files. There is also a thermometer, and what's great is this kit came with little sleeves and alcohol wipes so that you can use it as a rectal thermometer, which is maybe not something that you necessarily want to do to your baby, but is the best and most accurate way of telling a temperature in an infant. Next, we're going into items that is more based off of our personal needs and our kind of lifestyle, as well as the apartment that we live in. So our bathtub is super wide and super deep. In order for us to get either like one of the loungy kind of seats, like the Angel Care I'll show you, or to even just lay baby right in, I'd have to be super bent over, and we'd have to put in like a lot of water for us to be able to bathe the baby. So I did decide that I wanted to go for one like this. This is the Fisher-Price 4-in-1 sling and seat tub, I think it's called. It has a little sling for the newborn stage. You can take that out, and then there's also a sit me up portion for when baby is starting to learn how to sit. And going along with that, I did also register for some organic cotton washcloths, and that is just because we don't really have washcloths. We have a few, but definitely not enough. I was going to register for a baby towel, but I decided against it. We do have a good amount of towels, so I'm just gonna use regular towels for the baby. Another thing that I wanted was the Hatch noise machine, sound machine. This is one of the bigger ticket items on my baby registry. I went back and forth for so long deciding whether or not I wanted to do a sound machine. I know a lot of people in my life who need music playing or need the TV on or need a fan on, or else they can't sleep. And I kind of feel like using a sound machine for your baby when they sleep kind of reinforces that behavior throughout their life. So I definitely will wean baby off the sound machine. I don't want them to be dependent on noise to fall asleep, because that is actually such a huge inconvenience. But the biggest reason that I decided that I did want to go with a sound machine is because our apartment is so noisy. Our downstairs neighbor has a dog who howls every time she's left alone. Not to mention we have our cats who are super loud. We live in this little circle that is back just a little bit from one of the main roads in our city. So we get a lot of road noise. It would be really convenient to have that white noise to kind of block out all of the other sounds when baby is fresh little newborn. Next thing I have is a changing pad. So you've probably heard of the Kikuru peanut changing pad, the Bumbo one, and the Skip Hop also has one like this. So the Skip Hop one is the one I decided to go with. It's the least expensive of the three of this style of wipeable changing pad. So this changing pad I'm going to put on top of the dresser. I didn't put the changing pad on the minimalist essentials list because realistically you can lay down a towel or a blanket anywhere and change your baby anywhere. The next thing that I put on are these bibs. So these are bandana bibs. They're organic cotton. I just wanted some cloth bibs for when they are reflux or spitting up a lot, or if they are really drooly when they're teething. It's just nice to have a bib so that you can take that off and put on a new one and not have to change their clothes all the time. So this one I saved for this category as well, because this is completely dependent on what you're choosing to do. But I registered for the breast milk storage bags. I went with the Mandela ones. They were the most bang for their buck on Amazon. My plan is to breastfeed. I would really like to do it, but I am realistic. I know that breastfeeding doesn't work out for everyone. I know that it's really difficult. I'm a firm believer in fed is best, and if that doesn't go my way, then I will switch formula. Didn't register for this again because it was gifted to me, but I have 2 of these 3 packs of Avent bottles. Like I said, we were gifted these, but I would have at least gotten a small pack of bottles, even just to like store breast milk in the fridge. It's super convenient to have, and I would like to be able to put milk into a bottle and have other people be able to feed the baby. Next, I have a car seat cover / breastfeeding nursing cover. So baby will either be a late October, early November baby, and I do live in Ontario, Canada, and it will start to be getting cold around that time, so I think it'll be really great to have. But also, I know that I won't be very comfortable breastfeeding in front of certain people or in public. Also, I put the boppy, and then I have some covers for it. I know that having a specific breastfeeding pillow is not 100% an essential, but I think that it is something that I'm going to want. I also put these 2 silicone bibs, and those are for when baby is a little bit older, when we start doing baby-led weaning. Going along with the bottles and everything, I did register for the Boone drying rack. I went with the white, the small one. If I end up using bottles, for if I'm cleaning my haka, anything like that, cleaning pacifiers, things like that, it'll just be nice to have. And now I'm gonna go into things that I think are kind of extra that you don't necessarily need, but are really going to be useful for you as a mama, as a first-time parent. One of the items is this. This is a Bumpkin waterproof wet bag. So a wet bag is just a little bag you can put things in when they get wet or dirty. This is going to be in my diaper bag if we have any blowouts or just wet grossness that I want to put and keep separate in the diaper bag whenever we're out. So next I have this bouncer. It's the Fisher-Price Fawn Meadows Deluxe bouncer, and it also there is a matching swing. So the swing goes side to side and front to back. I know some babies can be super picky about what motions they like. If you're gonna register for a swing, I would go with one that has multiple different settings because you don't know what your baby is gonna like. So I do have some toys as well. I'm just gonna flash through them really quick. I have this stacker, this squish ball. It's like elastics and wood. And then I also have these little boats for bath time. I just couldn't resist them and they're not expensive. And then these are the itsy ritzy water-filled teethers, and that's where I'm starting with toys. I didn't put anything else on the registry for toys. And I also registered for this book. It's called Look Look, and it's one of the black and white contrast books. And those are great for newborns because they see the best when they're looking at contrast items. I also have a couple of stroller accessories. The stroller that I wanted to register for does not come with a cup holder, so I have this. It's a little stroller thing that you can clip on to your stroller. Works as a cup holder, holding your keys, your phone, whatever. And then also these carabiner hooks for the stroller so that you can clip it onto your stroller, clip on your diaper bag, clip on groceries, stuff like that. I don't drive, so I imagine that will be really useful for me. Next is these Amazon Basics felt diaper caddies. These are gonna be so awesome. I'm gonna have one registered for 3. I'll have one that's like a breastfeeding station, one that's a changing station, and one that's a postpartum station, and keep those around the house. And then the last thing I have is this. This is the Skip Hop jumper. I originally was gonna go with the play center thing, which is this one, but I read the reviews and I found out that that one is not bouncy like at all. So I decided to switch over to the jumper because that jumping feature is what is going to be the most desirable attribute of play centers like these. And this is again going to be for when baby is much older, probably around the 6-month mark is when we will try it out. I'm so out of breath. That is it. There's 40 items on my registry. It is pretty small. I feel like I talked forever, but that is it for today's video. I'm pretty sure it's going to be a long one, but I hope you enjoyed. If you did, don't forget to give the video a big thumbs up, press the subscribe down below, and I'll see you next time. Bye.